Hello creative friends, welcome to an easy and super cute tutorial for a Christmas gift idea with coordinating hand-painted watercolor gift tag. This little gift is good on the budget and also has a personal handmade touch that makes it super sweet. The custom gift here would be great for teachers, neighbors, or coworkers. I made these for my son's tutors to give out this season. I've listed all my supplies in the description notes below. Choose any candy or other option to fill your mugs. I purchased this large container of sea salt caramels because it was both yummy and economical. I had plenty left over after filling these mugs for my family to share. These adorable mugs are very wintry and neutral. I like the idea of gifting something that can be used all season long and would pair well with any type of decor. I let my boys pick which mug design they wanted. Other design choices that were available were a wreath, mistletoe, Christmas tree, and a snowflake. They're all super cute. I use these cellophane bags that I keep on hand to store things with and fill them with yummy treats. If you didn't want to add a sugary treat like chocolates or caramels, you could do dried fruit or nuts or even popcorn or caramel corn. Any kind of fun treat would go well with this little project. Once you have them in, you just tie up your bag or tape it up just to secure it and keep everything inside fresh. I grabbed a few gift tags I like to keep on hand. I just make these in batches so that I have them at the ready and they come in very handy. I'm going to test some different color choices here using my small brushes just to see which colors I would like to use. I'm going with more natural browns and greens here, and you can decide whatever you want to do for this part. I'm going to mimic the pine cones that I see on the mug. Starting with the branch gives a good foundation to build off of. For the pine cone, I'm going to just draw the long branch and then I'm going to use little dabbing strokes to make shapes with my brown color to mimic the individual sections of my pine cone. I'm just laying down a base layer. I'll let this one dry and then I'll go ahead and start on the second one. So it's always great to make more than one of something so that you can be busy with the second one while your first one is drying. There isn't an exact science to making these little pine cone shapes. As you can see, there's a lot of artist discretion involved here. I'm just using similar shapes, kind of an upside down Hershey kiss, sometimes a right side up Hershey kiss, just setting down the foundation here. I'll go in with a little bit more detail with some darker tones that just give the impression of a pine cone. This is a quick and easy project that has a little detail but not too much. So I hope you enjoy making these, and if you're a perfectionist, these pine cones might drive you a little bit crazy. So just remember, this is more of an impression, and I hope you'll give them a try. For the next pinecone layer, I'm mixing some black in with my brown to create a darker shade. Then I'm just going to dab it into some of the sections to create some shading and depth. There's no exact way to do this. I just go with my gut and play around to see what looks nice. I like to cover some of the white areas as well if I think they are too large or need some color. Then I go in at the end with a little bit of black just to add a little bit more definition. Now I'm not coloring over that base layer entirely, I'm just going off to one side to add the shading. Now it's time for my favorite part, the pine needles. I really find adding these needles so relaxing. Experiment with your brushes to see which size you have the most comfortable feeling with. I like to use my super tiny one from my brush set that I've linked below. There are multiple sizes, so you can just kind of play around to see which you like. I love using this brush for my tiny paintings just because it gives me so much control. And I'll just start with some basic single brush strokes here, and then I'll just go in with some wispy strokes to fill in as I go. All right, when your tags are dry, you can snip some string and attach the gift tags. Just tie them on the handles here. I've decided to add some ribbon also from my ribbon stash, so you could do something neutral. You do a pop of red or navy and silver, or whatever your preference is here. I'm sure it will look lovely. To finish off this little project, I decided to dress things up a little bit with some tissue that I cut down to size, and I'm going to add a fresh sprig of pine. So you can cut your tissue straight across, you can cut at a curve or a wave or a point, whatever you prefer. I like a curve here. It kind of makes it look a little bit like a flower, and it kind of softens some of the more modern look of this mug. This gift is definitely a treat for the senses. Yummy tasting chocolate caramels, Christmassy smelling pine, lots of texture with the gift tag, the tissue, the mug, and of course, all together, it's a feast for the eyes. So I hope you will try this, add your personal touch to it. Let me know what you think of this idea, and if you try it, I would love to see a picture. Thank you. Happy creating.